VISKOU.
Welcome to VISKOU Group YouTube channel. In today's video, I will be showing you how to configure this wireless bridge from HIK. So the wireless bridge that I will be using is DS-3WF0FA-2N/O. This is a wireless bridge that can transmit up to 300 Mbps at a distance of 1 km under the working frequency band of 2.4 GHz. So let's move on to the configuring steps. So this will be what you see when you unbox the bridges. And the thing we need in this setup is, of course, the wireless bridge, the PoE injector, power adapter for the bridge, and of course classic cables. So I've been showing you the connection of the whole wireless bridge system. As you can see, I already labeled. One will be the AP and the other one will be the CPE. So for these bridges, the basic connection is you will need to connect the power adapter to a power PoE injector, of course, and then you connect a cassette cable from the PoE port from the injector to the PoE port of the bridge. So to open this cover, you will need to slightly gently push on this and push it out. So as I said just now, you need to connect the PoE port from the PoE injector to the PoE port of the bridge. So after this step, the connection for the CPE side is already done. And for the AP side, you will need an extra cable to connect the LAN port of the PoE injector to your router or switch. And that's it for the connection for the AP and CPE. So moving on, I will show you how to configure this bridge by using my laptop. So for the connection, after you power up the device, you will plug in a cassette cable into the LAN 2 port and connect this other end to your laptop directly. And I will show you the further configurations in my laptop. So to start off the configuration of the wireless bridges, I will be starting with the AP, and I already plugged in the AP directly to my laptop via the LAN 2 port on the AP. So for the settings, I will move on to network and internet. I will go to Ethernet, and IP assignment I will edit, change it to manual. And for IPv version 4, you will input the IP as what I did just like here, and then click on save. After saving, you'll go into your browser, input the default IP for the AP. So this will be the default IP for the bridges, and you'll need to input an activation password. Just follow the steps and agree the disclaimer. Select your country and click on agree, and the device is already activated. So in this page, this will act as the AP. There will be two settings we will be changing. So the first one will be the wireless network settings. This is a page. So this device will act as the AP, and the second one will be the CPE, which I will be setting later. So the SSID I will be changing to test, and the password you can set it, depends on your likings. So to mention, this password and this SSID, you will need to remember it, and you will need to input it in the CPE settings later. I'll click on save, and then I will move on to network settings, and I will change the IP address as well. So this IP address and gateway will depend on your router, which you will need to identify beforehand. I will click on save for now, and that's it for the setting for the AP. So after activating the AP and setting up, I will move on to the setup for the CPE. So I've already connected the CPE directly from the LAN 2 port to my laptop, and I will input the IP address, the default one, just like the AP just now. Input the activation password, and then following the steps just like the AP just now, selecting our country, agreeing, and that's it for the activation process. So as I mentioned just now, one bridge will act as AP and the other one will be CPE. So I will move on to wireless network settings here. Change this to CPE. And for SSID, you need to input the one that you input just now for the AP. So for me, this will be test, and then input the password just now and click on save. So the next step, I will edit the network settings. So for this, I will change it to 0.0.1 and the gateway as well. So as I mentioned just now in the setup of AP, this IP will depend on the router and you will need to identify it beforehand. So I'll click on save and the setup is already done. After setting up the AP and the CPE, you need to go back to the internet settings, you edit and change this to DHCP. So currently I've already completed the setup for this wireless bridge for the AP and the CPE as well. So for demonstration purposes, I will be connecting my laptop to the AP side and this network camera to the CPE side. And I'm going to show you that I can access to this white network camera on my laptop without having any physical connections between them. So that's it for the configuration part of this wireless bridge. You can use this in a lot of scenarios, including long distance transmission where cables cannot be laid. So that's it for the video. Don't forget to leave a like under this video and subscribe to VISKOU YouTube channel. Thank you for listening and see you next time.
VISKOU.